Can you play us something?
Yeah, and
from that?
tell us a little bit about what you wrote.
Of course. So I'm at the keys because I wanted to talk a little bit about the compositional process for me for this show. And it's been really great. As I mentioned, I've been writing this show for almost 5 years now. And for a lot of that process, rather, I've been writing alone. And I haven't gotten to really do this part a lot, where I get to sit down and tell people why I'm a crazy person and why I do this stuff. But now that I've had conversations with my director and my music director about these things, it's really quite fun to explain the methods to my madness. So I'm a huge fan of Stephen Sondheim. Sweeney Todd was the first, oh my gosh, this is incredible, as well for me when I was 16 years old. And that was when I really learned about the idea of Leitmotifs, which is a musical phrase or idea that you associate with characters in a story. This was originally used by Wagner in the opera days, and I really wanted to do something that utilized those for this score. And when I say a leitmotif, an example for Sweeney Todd that always sticks with me is when Sweeney kills the beggar woman at the end of the show, and the orchestra is just wailing, da 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 da, which is a callback to him singing, "And my Lucy lies in ashes," and it's that beautiful dramatic irony that he doesn't know what he's doing, but the audience, who's been paying attention and trained musically, has this feeling in them that they can't express. And so I wanted to find that in A Room with a View. And very early on, I thought about the idea of the unknown in life in general. And the unknown is pursued differently by different people. We all feel that big question mark in the distance differently. Some people are excited about the unknown. Some people are anxious about it. Some people are quite comfortable with it.
We went through that for this.
Yes. So
I'm still going through
Excited, anxious.
so I found this little 4-note pattern, which is, and it utilizes a major seventh, which is one of the more dissonant, I promise I took a lot of music theory intervals. It's one of the most dissonant intervals out there.
Say, don't look
I
at
was
me.
like, you could have said it was anywhere, and I wouldn't know.
I would be like, wow.
But what I love about a
This is why we
dissonant
don't
interval, it can still be really beautiful, which is why I thought there's this kind of really, like, there's rumbling under the surface. And I wanted to play with that. So the score has a lot of this hidden in a lot of other songs. And that's my idea of the unknown.
Okay.
This feeling is, what's coming next? What am I going to do? And characters in this show feel it very differently. So, for example, we've got a character named Mr. Beebe. He's the town gossip. He loves a good little bit of story, and he wants to learn about people. So the unknown to him is very exciting. So his song, called Gossip, starts with a little pattern that goes. And if you listen, this first part is fine, but when we move to the second chord, we have that theme back again. So with his lyrics on top, a little of his song goes, because somebody says, "It's not polite to gossip," and he gasps and says, "Why, gossip, no. Why not at all? I rarely gossip, and the times I do are small. It's my opinion, post-communion, my dominion knows it all. And that is why it's safe to say that a canard kept confidential is okay. Don't entertain the thought of being caught. That's simply not the way." And so his
I like that.
his view of the unknown is exciting, you know?
It is exciting. That's an exciting little song.
But then some other people have got a bit more hesitation to the unknown. So I mentioned earlier that Lucy meets a young man named George. George
and he
is...
kisses her twice.
Yes, George is classically romantic, which means he's depressed. He's 24... he thinks he knows it all, and life is just, there's no point to it. So when we meet him, he's got this very lush... And on this lush building is based off of... There's that dissonance again. But again, he's very, I don't get it, I don't understand the world, and he sings, "How many nights have I stood here and stared at the sky? Maybe a week, yet tonight it all seems to be new. Trying to fit all the universe into that great why. Maybe the universe can't, but it seems now I do." And something I love about George is he never hits the tonic in his music because he's always a step behind because he hesitates. Every time he thinks he's going to land there, the chords move away from him. But then his father, Mr. Emerson, he's quite content with life because he's seen it all. And so he's got a bit of comfort to how he finds that melody. And his is in his vocal line. So when he meets Lucy and he's trying to explain that life isn't that bad, just experience it and it'll be okay. He's got this moving piece where he says, "You see, Miss Honeychurch, my boy George, he isn't right. I mean, there's not much right that's left. The key, Miss Honeychurch, he's not well. Well, that's not quite. It seems from life he's all bereft." And here comes the major seventh in his vocal line. "It's all around him. The call astounds him, but the fall confounds him." So he's like that. So for him, the melody line, "It's all around him." There's our again, and it's all very chill because he's seen it. He knows that life isn't that bad, and he wants to teach that to kids. And so there's a couple other instances where that does come up in the show, but the main character, Lucy, again, this pattern is literally how her big song starts at the end of the show, and it haunts her throughout the show. The first thing you hear in the show is just so the audience goes, okay, that's something important. And by the end of the show, Lucy has broken off her engagement with the wrong man, does not understand why she's done it, but is too afraid to admit that something might have to do with George. And that culminates in her being asked for the first time what she wants, because she's spent the whole show being told what to want, what to do, who to be. And so finally, Mr. Emerson says, "What do you want, dear?" And she says, "I have always wanted, waited, questioned, debated, been told, been taught that my life's been faded if I stand still. And for a while that served me, saved me, aged me, engaged me. But what's the point of bending, pretending to play my part? Ignore my heart. Why should I wait when I know what I want from the start? I want violets. When I close my eyes, I just see violets. And while it's not the perfect plot, just violets, still I'm sure there's nothing more I want. And how that thought annoys me. Should I not want things that employ me? A house, a home, a vowry, a dowry, a blue front door. But since my time in Florence, I've been told with assurance, endurance is all a girl should hope for, have scope for, that if I wait, I'll find my fate. But I'd rather try for the sky now before it's too late. Just like violets. When all's done, I'll crave the sun like violets. Claim my share of open air like violets. conventions. Let conventions fall, for truly all I want is to be a girl whose hair would curl and I can let it. Not just a thing who earns a ring to then regret it. I will dissent, not be content, until the content of my life's changed. Till all that's strange is finally beautiful. Yes, just as beautiful as violets. And then she keeps going from there.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's amazing. I feel
right,
like, okay,
so-
I have to see the show now.
I know.
Please,
Okay,
please.
So a room
I feel
with a
like,
view
yeah.
musical.